Hi, everybody, and welcome to Late Night with Tania. I am going to give everybody a few moments to join in, but while I'm waiting, please put any comments that you've got down below so that I can see any questions you've got, and also let me know you're here by saying hi. It's really an exciting opportunity for me to be able to talk about business automation do's and don'ts. And one of the reasons why I wanted to do this was to actually show you what some people are automating that they shouldn't, and what some things that should be automated that they aren't. So, hi, Tony, nice to see you join in, and Kenneth, also great to see you join as well. So, just give me 1 second because I have an alarm playing in the background, which is an automation that I use to make sure that I would be available for this. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm back. And welcome to those who have joined. Hi, Kenneth. Hi, Tony. So business automation is all about automating your business. And it sounds like that's obvious, but it's not. So many people are still doing things that can be done by an automation, and then doing things that they shouldn't do using an automation. And I'll give you an example. I have a business automation 101 group. Most of you know about it, and the link is down below. I use an automation. I use Facebook's group scheduling to post a daily update. Saturday sharing, where everybody can share their links, Wednesday wins, Tuesday tips, and other days where I just make something that matches what might be going on in the week. And that's set up as an automation on a Friday night. I sit down and I do for the next week. And that goes out. That makes sense to use that automation. But every single comment that gets put onto that post, I reply to myself. So I use automation to get engagement, but then to encourage engagement and to keep people listening, I do it myself. So my first do with business automation is find out what needs to be automated in your business, and then see if it will help your business or whether it will actually hurt your business because you're automating something that needs you to be real. My first don't is don't use software to automate engagement with your community. That's a guarantee to kill the relationship you're trying to build with your customers, with your clients, with your audience, whatever you want to call it, your tribe. There's so many words to name it, but if you're using automation to build your engagement by having something that automatically says great post or thanks or something like that, you're not actually building any engagement. And it really is a big don't, because people see the real you. I do my Facebook Lives because you see the real me. You get to know what I'm like and what I'm talking about. I encourage all of you to join my Business Automation 101 group because it's real people talking about real things and asking real questions. I automate having information go into that group, but the engagement side of it, I do myself. Every single posting there gets a response from me, whether it's a like or a reply. And in some cases, it's both, because that shows that I'm willing to, and I'm happy to, spend time engaging with the people who are part of my group. The do is, yes, I post information in there automatically. I have posts put into there automatically. I schedule the daily updates. All of that is done by using an automation, but I'm still the driving force behind it. It doesn't just go and pick it up randomly. I decide what I'm going to do in it. Business automation, another do with business automation is find out what you don't like doing. Anything that you're bad at doing, anything that you hate doing, anything that when you think I have to go and do that on my website or into Facebook or Pinterest or Twitter or LinkedIn or wherever it might be, every time I have to do that, it annoys me. And one of the things that I've often talked about is that what I do is all of my videos that I do, whether I do them on my timeline, into my group or on my page, get uploaded to YouTube using a third-party software. And that happens every single every single Facebook Live that I do. I create the Facebook Lives. I'm the person who's talking here. This is not a pre-recorded video that I've just got playing on my screen while I'm out having a cup of coffee. This is the real me. And I do automate as much as possible of getting that uploaded. What I don't do is exactly what I just mentioned. I don't use pre-recorded videos. I don't share what other people have done and leave that playing. It's the real me. I'm here, I'm talking with you. But after that, all the work that's really time-consuming and led to me being really slack and not wanting to upload videos because it was download the video, upload the video, think of what to write in it, put in all the links. Oops, I forgot to put a link. I've got to go back and do it. Now I've got to share it back to my page. Now I've got to share it to my group. All of that was work. Work that once I found an automation that did it for me, made sense to use. Every single do in business automation is always nearly matched with a don't, because people want to do things as easily as possible, and I totally support that. But if you're not thinking about the do's and don'ts of business automation, and business automation is about automating repetitive tasks that can be done by a machine. The don'ts don't get away from the fact that you have to be real and available and communicating with your clients, your audience, or the people that you're working with. Because when you automate that side of it, you don't have a business. You have relinquished the control of who can provide what you need to be done to a computer that doesn't realize that the person asking you for help is desperate and doesn't want an automated answer. And we've all seen those. I don't know about in other countries, but in Australia, we famously have a phone company that is almost, it used to be a monopoly, and now it's been, there are other competition, but you would ring up and you would literally get a rote answer every single time. It was never their fault. They never took responsibility for you not being able to ring out. If there was a problem, it was your fault. If you couldn't phone out, it was your fault. There was never any real people there, and you just felt yourself going around in circles and circles. You get transferred, I can't help you, transferred. It was just so automated. Even though you were talking to real people, it was as if you were talking to a computer. And we've all done it, where we've gone and, press 1 for whatever you need to do with some company, and then you press 2 and it takes you back to 1, and then you press 3 and it takes you back to 1, and you're just continually not getting answers. That's the worst thing that you can ever automate in your business, because people are here and now. I want an answer here and now. How do I fix this here and now? What you do automate are the things that are able to be automated in that they don't impact on delivery, or they are able to provide things automatically. So yes, you have an autoresponder that sends out an email automatically when they buy something from you. Here's your link, here's your process. Yes, you do have a buy button on your computer so that you can instantly buy anything that they want from the person that is selling. Yes, you are able to have all of your account information saved so that you can just hand it to your accountant. Yes, you automatically share on social media posts that you've done, because the amount of time that you would spend sharing it doesn't matter. What you do also do then is reply to people who comment on the shares that you've done. So the hard work is done in that it all gets shared. That's the do. Share your social media by using automation, but don't then get the responses to be just a straight rote answer, because you lose the connection immediately. Business automation and automating your business is always about how can I save time? It sometimes allows you to also save money, but you end up with more money because you're more productive, and that allows you to be more profitable, because all the little things that are annoying, you hand off to an automation. All the things that allow you to grow your business by networking, by building relationships, by creating content, by building your business and making it better and bigger and more available to everybody around you, those are the do's. The don'ts aren't automate not having to have a contact with your people. Your customers want you. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't have an automation that says, hey, thank you very much for your email. Just letting you know, I'm in Australia. I won't be awake for another 12 hours. There's nothing wrong in that, because that has allowed them to see that it's not a case of you totally ignored their email that they've sent at 2 a.m. in the morning. It might be 3 p.m. in the afternoon where they are, but it's 2 a.m. in my time, and I'm not awake, and I'm not online for my customers all the time. But then when I do wake up, I do answer those emails. So again, it's, does the automation help your business and help your customers? Or does the automation make your customers feel that you don't care? And that's a really fine line that you have to work with when you're working with business automation. Some other do's with business automation is do some business automation. The number of people who I find when I'm talking to them are just not using some really basic stuff, like saving all of your Facebook posts to something like Evernote or Google Docs, so that when you've written something on your Facebook timeline, it's saved. Now, you might not need it, but that's content that you've created. All of my Facebook lives are saved in multiple places so that I can reuse them as content. They're uploaded to YouTube. They're saved on my Dropbox. They're created as an MP3 so that I can offer it to people as something that they can listen to as they're driving. All of that is continually, from one Facebook Live, I create 3 pieces of content, and it's all done for me automatically. I don't even have to think about it. I just know that it's all being saved for me. What I don't do is then just ignore it. I repurpose it, I use it, I share that information that I've uploaded a new video when it's a timeline video. This video, once it's finished, will be uploaded to YouTube, and an email will go, it will then be shared on a number of social media sites because it's a public video. My videos for my group, Business Automation 101, are uploaded as unlisted videos that I can then share within a membership site. All of that, again, is done automatically. But then I can talk about, hey, come and grab my latest Facebook Live, and I can see comments and people asking about it. It gets shared into my group. It gets shared onto my pages. All of this is about what will automatically make people have more contact with me. But then I reply to the comments that come in. I see when people retweet when I've uploaded a YouTube video, and I can respond and thank them. All of those sorts of things are, again, automate what can be automated, and then do what has to be done because of maintaining that real life contact with people. So if you've got any questions or anything you'd like to know about these do's or don'ts, post it down below in the comments, and let people know that business automation isn't hard. It really isn't. The Be Live TV, which is what I use to do my Facebook Lives, I literally set up within a minute. Repurpose, which I use to upload my videos to YouTube and then to save them to Dropbox and to other places, just runs automatically in the background. It's 4 steps to set that up. IFTTT, which I've talked about so many times, there's 6 steps to setting that up. Most of these automations that I recommend or I ask you to have a look at are almost self-explanatory. Do this, do that, and you get a result that you can see straight away. And that's the whole goal of what Business Automation 101 is about, is what can you do with your business automation that doesn't need you to go and spend 4 weeks learning some new program or having to go and buy something new. IFTTT is free. Be Live TV is free for two shows a week. Repurpose isn't free, but for the amount of money I pay, which is $20 a month, it saves me, well, I do a daily Facebook Live. Even if it takes me 5 minutes to download it and upload it, that's 35 minutes a week minimum. And then I would have to upload it to YouTube and put in all the bits and pieces, so maybe another 35 minutes to an hour. And then I would then have to share it all over the place, or talk to people, or post it back to my group and post it back to my page. So another half an hour. That's 2 hours a week I would have to be spending on something that for $20 a month does it all for me. That's a no-brainer. The amount that I charge to talk to me, I'm well and truly in front spending that sort of money. And that's another do with business automation. Use what you've got, assess if you need anything else, and then assess whether it's worth the money that you would need to spend to use it, or the time you would need to spend to learn how to do it. As I said, I look for programs that are quick and easy to use, that only need 2 or 3 steps, 6 steps, 4 steps, whatever it might be, so that you can get it set up and start working for your business for you. Don't go and buy some new program that's going to cost you thousands of dollars or weeks of your time. Go and ask into the group Business Automation 101 and say, hey, I need to do this. Is there an easy way of doing it? And there nearly always is. And if there isn't, it might involve 2 or 3 steps to get the final result. Don't rush out and spend money on something because somebody's told you it will make life so much easier if you don't need it right now. That's not to say that there aren't programs and trainings and memberships and mindset and mastery programs and coaching and consulting that you can spend money on. But that's because you've got business automation doing the majority of the boring and mundane and disliked tasks that you have in your business. So do think about business automation. Do think about, what can I use to make my business more productive? It will make my business more profitable because I will have more time. Ask that question when you look at anything you want to automate. And start with the thing that annoys you the most. I will be honest, I started my Facebook Lives, I was doing them daily, and I looked at the work involved to download them and went, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. So I went probably 2 months or a month probably before I found some solutions, because I'm a solution person, so it was probably a month, trying to find something that would make it easier for me. And I had friends who helped me and gave me some programs that I could use, but none of them answered the question of, I want to download a video, I want to upload it to YouTube, and then I want it to have certain links and comments in it, depending on where it came from. I wanted it shared to my other Facebook groups, to my pages and my timeline. How did I do that? And I found a program that did it by asking around, asking in groups, saying, how is this possible? Seeing somebody do it and go looking for it. What I didn't do was spend a lot of time doing that. I didn't spend a lot of money doing it. I assessed, is there a $20 program that can do this? Is there a $200 program that can do this? I found a $20 program. If I could have found a free program, I would have used that as well, because every single cent that you save can go back into your business. So don't spend money, A, that you don't have, or B, that can be invested in your business without doing some research. And that's the other thing. Do the research. Find out what you can actually do by asking in Business Automation 101, by asking in other groups that you're in, doing a bit of Googling, trying to find the right words to use. Ask people, if you're looking for this, what would you call it? And then look at the results. I've often spoken about that 5 minutes a day adds up to nearly a week a year that you have wasted. And when I say wasted, it's not like at the end of the year you get an extra 6 days in the year. But if you think about it, 5 or 10 or 15, 20-minute jobs that you do, I just detailed how to download my videos and then upload them to YouTube would take me about half an hour. So that's over a week that I've saved simply by having that done by automation. If you're too busy to look up or do this research or ask for it, that's what the group's for. You can hire me, you can work with me and ask me to be a consultant to help you with your business. All of these things allow you to get results and to be more productive and to be more profitable, and to also be able to have the time to not be around. I've done a Facebook Live and not been feeling very well. I've done a Facebook Live and been 2.5 hours away from my computer. And still, my videos got shared, uploaded, and shared onto social media because of automation. It didn't matter that when I was sick, it was simply, hey, everybody, here's my Facebook Live. Let's do this quickly. I don't feel very well, but I've made a commitment to do a daily Facebook Live, finish that and go to bed. And I've done that on several occasions when I haven't been very well. And I still had my Facebook's lives uploaded and shared, and it was done by automation. And then when I woke up or I felt a bit better, I'd start responding to people, because that's the do. Do communicate and be real for the people who are commenting. So these are just some of the do's and don'ts. I just wanted to give you an idea about how easily you can start implementing business automation into your business, and how knowing some of the do's and knowing some of the don'ts will allow your business to just grow, to be able to help more people, to be able to make more money, to be able to create more content, simply by implementing a few business automations. And as you implement one and it works, you implement another one and it works, and you implement another one. And if it doesn't work, you ask somebody why, or what was the reason, or how could I make it better? And you look at the software that you have, and you look at the systems that you have in place, and you look at your training and the training that you have for the people you work with or you hire, and see what needs to be changed or tweaked or improved. And as you do this, your business becomes much, much greater. It grows. You have more people available to listen to you and to buy from you and to be a part of your community. And that's an incredibly powerful, important tool to have in your business. So I hope you've enjoyed my do's and don'ts. There are more that I have, many, many more, but I wanted to give you an idea of what to get started with. So think about what you should do with business automation and what you don't do with business automation. I'd love to see your comments down below to let me know what you think about my do's and don'ts. Did I miss any that you really think should be important? Or do you agree with what I've been saying or disagree? I'd love to hear your comments. I'll talk to you all later. I'm Tania Shipman from Simple Solutions Today and Business Automation 101. Thank you so much for joining me in Late Night with Tania. Bye, everybody.